Good morning, Ed. Brenda. So how would your evening go last night, Brenda? And everything go good? The day is starting out good, I would hope. Uh, lay down. So Ed, what's new with you? Anything?
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Justin, how you doing?
Good. Fucking internet's pissing me off, but
Yeah, it has a way of doing it, doesn't it?
because the power went out, like kicked off last night and then kicked back on like 30 seconds later. And ever since then, the internet's just been garbage. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it took me a while to reset this computer to show the background. But it's just one of those days.
Yeah, I think something got screwed up out there by the road when the power kicked off because it knocked out the internet for the whole neighborhood. And they've been working on it since like 8:30 last night. And it keeps coming off and on, off and on. What's up, Brenda, Edward? How's it going?
How's the bus riding working?
That's fine. It was a
No,
quiet morning.
no
Nothing.
issues with kids?
No, it was quiet. Everybody's kind of just because it's the beginning of the week. So,
So did you hear from anybody from down at the South Florida meetup?
so the people you guys talked to last night on here. I don't really talk to a lot of people from there anymore. Just a few that come on here. That's about it. I don't even watch half their shows anymore. 'Cause I'm just not interested in that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not on as many channels as I used to be.
I mean, I don't mind talking like about drones once in a while, but because I'm just not into it like that anymore. Where I want to watch 15 shows talk about the same shit for an hour and a half. Oh, it's fucking stuck in here. The toolbox is stuck open. In the drawer.
Brenda's a little, is it, from what you say in the chat, is it a little chilly down there in Florida today, or?
Oh, my area now. But her idea of chilly and mine are two different things. She thinks like 70-degree weather is chilly.
Yeah. We went down overnight to 28 degrees. Right now it's back up to 34.
That even in there. Oh, oh my God, this pain in the ass. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get this drawer unstuck on my toolbox. Something's stuck in the bottom drawer below it. Are you kidding me? It's stuck in that damn lip. Really?
We probably won't hear from TJ for a while because he was busy over the weekend. I imagine he's got to go back to work at some point in time.
He took like 2 or 3 days off, so he might still have another day off.
And his wife might have beat the shit out of him for hustling. Who was it? Dan's girlfriend.
Well, so technically, his wife wouldn't have known about it anyway, because she don't ever go to none of those things with him. I don't think she's too fond of that community, to be honest with you.
Well, the only sad part of it is rumors like that seem to have a way to find their way back home.
Well, it wasn't even a rumor; it was just a joke.
Well,
Dan
it was an
wasn't being
observation, right?
Dan wasn't being serious. Dan was just joking around. Trust me, if Dan thought TJ was really hitting on his girlfriend, he would have said something. He wouldn't have been joking about it.
Come on in, Lance. Now, Lance, are you back to school or you got this week off?
This is really starting to piss me off.
I know that he and his wife have different weeks off. I couldn't remember whether this
You guys
is
hear me?
one week to be off or,
Yeah, we can hear you.
I got the week off.
all right.
There's the dog that I'm taking care of. I don't know if I've got a camera or not.
No camera.
I don't know. I have a camera. Should have a camera. Don't. But you guys can hear me, yes?
Yep, we can hear you fine.
But you
Just
can't
no
see
video.
me. Oh, that's okay. You don't want to see me anyway. Naked.
The only person anybody can see is me.
Oh my God, dude, this is starting to piss me off.
Which dog?
Right?
You said your dog is starting to piss you off?
No, this toolbox. I'm trying to get this drawer unstuck. There's something stuck under
Oh, yeah.
holding the drawer open, and I can't get it to fucking come undone. Oh, I might be able to get it now. Jesus, all for that stupid little box. It was one dumb little box that was jammed up in the back of the drawer that was holding the drawer open.
Wow.
Oh,
Always
so
the way it
long.
is. It's always a single issue.
Sarah was yelling about me out there last night, wanting me to get it pushed in so she could get into the closet.
Yeah, Boone is a digger. I remember that from a lot of beagles and that type of dog. They like to dig holes. He's now got it in his mind that he's trying to get underneath the fence. He wants to escape.
Worked a little sweat up doing that. Now it's done. Just Edward and Brenda still. Yep.
Oh, Ed says it's 36 there right now.
I mean, it was there was a nice cool breeze this morning, but it wasn't cold by any means. You could stand outside without a sweater on and be fine. It wasn't cold enough for the bus to be cold neither. Got on the bus, it was kind of warm in the bus. Jesus.
Justin, why does it, this is, the river cam down here. And I keep getting ads every 5 or 10 minutes on there.
Because you don't pay for YouTube Premium, so there's nothing you can do about that.
I didn't realize that Dre was sick. Did you guys know that?
No,
No,
I'd heard he wasn't feeling well.
like just common cold type sick or like something serious.
Well, no, he was in. So I watched his podcast this morning. I don't know when he aired it. He might have aired it Sunday or last night. But I watched like the first 25 minutes. I haven't watched it all. But he just said, "Hey, sorry for missing last week. I was hospitalized." He was hospitalized for like 5 days.
I didn't know that.
I
Yeah,
didn't either.
we haven't seen much of Dre. I mean, he was in the chat yesterday, but he hasn't been on Paul's panel but like once in the past like month.
So this may get him in this conversation here. You know, he was saying high blood pressure. Gosh, what else did he say? Again, I watched his podcast a little bit this morning.
Just surprised, pretty active, and he goes to the gym quite a bit.
Exactly. I mean, the guy looks fit. So you never know, I guess, huh?
Yeah. You could be in a perfect physical shape and still have a heart attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's the runner, the long distance runner, Fox, out of Oregon, about late 70s, early 80s, had a heart attack and died. And he was like a physical fitness long distance runner and that. I don't know if you
Well,
guys remember.
there was that one famous trainer too, who was on a bunch of reality shows and shit a few years ago, and he was in his early 50s, and he had a heart attack. He didn't die, but he had a heart attack, and he was in really good physical condition.
Hey, Joe,
Hey, what's
What
up?
was his name? Long distance runner.
did you hear what Lance just told us about Dre?
Yeah, I did.
Did you know that he was sick?
No, I didn't.
He must have not have reached out to anybody till he did that podcast or whatever, or that live or whatever he did.
I'll be back. I gotta fix this camera.
Okay.
Won't let me fix it while I'm on. Hold on.
Morning, Mad Props. Morning, Sunstar. Morning, Ed.
What's up, Randy?
Brenda says that she knew that he had gout, but that didn't put you in the hospital usually.
Yeah, that was like a month ago or so when he was on
Yeah.
your live. Or no, that was what, about 3 weeks ago when he was on your live stream. He said
Yep.
he was talking about gout. Matt's got a bad problem with that. He gets that every once in a while too. He had it a few months back when I was on a live playing a game with him. He was telling me he had it in his foot again. Or he gets it in his foot, I think, is where he gets it.
Yeah, he gets gout, something like that. Yeah, I didn't hear it. Paul, you're on a roll this morning. So let's see. Why'd you have to reboot the computer to fix the background?
Don't know. It shuts itself off periodically. It's the old one.
That's probably some timer in the sleep settings.
Yeah, it's got to be a
Um,
sleep setting.
Well, there's nothing you can do about those ads, Paul. It's just you're stuck with that. Unless you
Yeah,
get
the
the
ads
YouTube
and other
premium.
thing.
Well, he has to get
Yeah,
the
the
YouTube
ads. If you
premium.
don't pay for it, you're getting ads.
Yeah, which he did the one free month when they gave it to him, but he canceled it after that.
You let your mind wander too much and worry about too many things because you asked Justin about school. You asked Lance if he was going back to school this week after being on spring break, or was he on spring break? He just told you this is the week he goes on spring break. All the things that we tell you, it seems like you don't listen to them, or you start doing other things, and then you that's how you forget. It's not, you don't think about it.
Well, I appreciate your input.
You
However,
got to focus.
I can't remember anything half the
You
time.
can remember if you focus on things.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can.
You'd make a good psychologist.
I'm telling you.
There's such a thing as I think I'm starting to enter into early stage dementia.
I do the same thing. If I half pay attention, I'll forget in a minute. But if I think about it for a couple seconds, it's like you sometimes you say it's hard to figure out. I know you play me on that with the button. I know that. To press the bell. I know that. But
What?
you do too many things. You do too many things in repetition to forget them.
Well, my mother died of dementia, so, and I think that's genetic.
No, it's not.
Well,
I
that's
don't know.
why I drink the Diet Pepsi. It's supposed to keep me healthy.
Probably the Diet Pepsi that's doing it to you.
Actually, diet soda is worse for you than regular soda.
It is.
They found that out a while back because the aspartame is not good for you. That's that artificial flavoring they use in diet sodas.
I'm not going to let you go out in the backyard and dig a hole.
Or no, it's the
No,
artificial
no.
sugar, I think,
No,
that they use.
go lay
Not
down.
flavoring.
Go lay down.
Where's he digging at?
Well, I've got a fence that goes. It's about an 8-foot wide fence that is same height as the other fence, but it's on hinges so that I can open it up and I can take my like my lawn, my big zero turn out into the front yard and then bring it back. And so now he's been digging underneath that. And I walked around there today, took the trash out, and here's his nose sticking out of there.
So just put some bricks or something underneath there. Or line the outside of it with some bricks that you can just move.
That's what you're gonna have to do.
Or like some people do,
Did it
they'll
have, did it have a gap under there in the first place?
Yes.
That's why.
Well,
Yeah.
and under that gap is where all the squirrels go under too.
Or you could get those square flat bricks and just make a little pad underneath there and bury them, even with the ground. That way, if
Yeah,
you
you're gonna have to get the flat ones. Yeah, you could bury them underneath, or you could get the flat ones and just lay them on the top.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to
But
do
you're gonna
something.
have to do that, or he's gonna keep digging. Or you're gonna have to open it up, keep him inside, dig a hole, and put something up in there he can't dig through underneath.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to let him outside because he's got to go outside. So it sounds like you got a project.
He's a learner, I'll tell you that too. It isn't like if you let him out, he doesn't do something. And then if he's doing something, he's right back at it. The next time could be hours later.
do you have any flat bricks laying around the house or your yard anywhere,
No.
or a piece of wood or something,
I
like
got
a
some wood I might be able to cut and put down there, but
4x4 or 4x8 or something? You could lay across in front of it, or you could just move out of the way whenever you need to get in there. That's what we had to do on my one of our gates before. We had to put I put two rows of the flat bricks underneath the gate. But unfortunately the gate set too low to the ground, so I had to dig it out about an inch or two and then put 2 rows of them. And it kept the dogs from trying to dig up under the gate.
And your best bet would be get some with a big, like 12-inch wide flat ones, the ones even if they're not flat,
the
but
patio stones,
like a patio stone, and get that and leave him inside, and just you only have 8 foot to worry about. Just dig it out a little bit, put him in where it's level to the ground, but where it's level to the ground, but actually not even level to the ground, level to right at the bottom of the fence.
Right where
So
you can
that
open the fence, yeah.
yeah, you can still open the fence, but it's there, and then it might deter him. You might have to do it. Might have to put it on both sides.
Yeah, if he realizes he can't dig through it, he might give up and just move along.
Yeah,
Just keep an eye around the edge of the rest of your fence, make sure he's not trying it anywhere else. But he might only be doing it at the gate because there's a gap.
it's the gap doing it as well.
Or you could even get a couple buckets of dirt and try to raise it up to the bottom of the fence and see if that
I
will
think the
keep
dirt
him.
would be. I think you think about that. You said, "Well, I'm already digging. I can dig this." Or the other way is get your piece of corrugated steel, just a little 3 foot piece of it. That's 8 foot wide, 8 foot by 3 foot. I think they still you can get that in 4x8s too. So you might be able to get a 8 foot wide, 4 foot deep. Then you're just gonna have to get somebody to dig a hole right in the middle, put it down right in the middle, and then fill it back in. And that way it's underneath. So if he does dig into it, he's gonna he'll hit a brick wall, underneath. And he's gonna, damn, I'll work for nothing. Yeah. I put the bricks down. I would.
Uh-huh.
But you gotta let him out, so
stop,
it sounds like you got a project today.
stop. He's bugging me to go again right now.
Get that.
Stop. Stop. And he's a lickiness dog too. He just likes to lick, 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 lick.
Yeah, because you almost need to do something like this here. I mean, you don't have to go that far out, but something like that. Oh, get out of there. Ah, go back. Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
You know, where you just put like two or three of them.
Well, the problem
However.
is you can't have any cracks in it because he takes his paws and he scratches out between them.
No. I'm saying, but it's just the idea of it. But you'd have the square ones butted up against each other all the way across the 8-foot gap. And I would do 2 rows, one on each side of the fence, and
Hey.
make it where the crease of them are
Ah.
right in the middle of the fence. But that's what you need, something like that. Just something hard under the fence that he can't dig out. Or even if you could find a big brick like that at like Walmart or something, or Lowe's or something. Just put that
Okay,
right under the center.
well, the problem is see how they got gravel there? He's been going along the side of the garage where there's gravel and stone and just digging it out, you know?
Well, I'm not talking about putting gravel down. I'm just saying get a big stone like that, or a bunch of square bricks that you can butt up next to each other and put them on both sides.
That's not anything that I'm gonna be able to lift.
Well, no, I'm not saying you got to get a big one like that, but just get the small square ones and then just build a little, the length of the fence.
What is your problem? If I let you out, I know exactly where you're gonna go. I'll be right back.
Good, Edward. It's been fucking warm here all week, or last 2 weeks. We haven't had a really a chilly day, at least in my opinion. We haven't. We don't really get like spring weather here. I mean, we get a little bit, but then it just goes right into summer. It's fucking hot. Oh, I got the other thing in my bag. Over from this morning. Back in there later. That's shit.
Cleo, I love you, but every time I get on the phone, don't mean you gotta walk. Don't walk at me, please. You can just come over and touch me, Coop. hate you. I love you too much. And then this man always got to come with the ball. Always got to come over with the ball. Give me that ball. Always got to come with the ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. You want to throw it, but give it to me. I'm getting ready to go back to work. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Lance must have dropped off. Just says it's Lance connecting to audio. Must have lost signal wherever he was at.
Yeah, it was Johnny calling me. He's getting ready to hit Interstate 10, so he's booking. He must have left early.
He's on his way back already?
Yeah.
Oh,
He always comes back Monday. He says he's like 50 miles from Interstate 10, and that's how many miles from what you call it? From Orlando. I mean, from where he's at. About 400, huh?
well, he just doesn't. I thought he was going to stay down there for a few days.
No, he'd been down there a few days.
Yeah.
He left last Monday. What Paul do? Go outside with the dog?
I don't know where he went.
He probably
gonna go make sure the dog didn't run out of the.
no, he probably went to cut that piece of wood to put that piece of wood down. Watch.
Well, he needs
So,
to.
like I said, he gets one thing in his head, then it's all he thinks about till he does it, you know? That's why he tries to buy so much. But he needs to put those stones like you showed him down on both sides. And he needs not to worry about that. Once he does that, he don't need to worry about the dog. The dog's gonna run in the backyard and have a good time. Just got to close that gap.
Yeah, once that's what I say. You put some bricks in there, or even just put a piece of wood down to cover that gap up. It might be enough to deter him if that's all
Yeah.
you got. Bo's a digger, but he doesn't try to dig out of the fence. He just likes to dig up the fucking yard, make holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Him and Tyson don't try to get out though. Our old dogs used to, but Tyson doesn't. Neither does Bo. Bo's a friggin' idiot, dude. He'll be standing at a dog gate where his head's like hanging over the top of it because it's lower than his body, and he won't even try to jump over it. He'll just sit there and look at it, whining. Like, bro, you could literally step over the damn thing. You're that big. He doesn't even try. Tyson will jump right over it. Tyson has to leap up over it to get over it. Bo will just sit there and look at it.
Well, it's like Goliath. Goliath was German Shepherd of 185 pounds. And he 185 pound German Shepherd, full breed.
That's fucking huge.
I know he was like his head, when I remember looking at him, he get on the fence, put his shoulders on me. I mean his paws on my shoulders, right? Like that. And his head would be this big, like a freaking cow.
Is he mixed with something?
Full bred. What happened
I've
was
never seen a German Shepherd that
well,
big.
that's I wish I had pictures of them. I don't know who has pictures of them. Johnny's coming in. But
Okay, Lance, she has
most German
everything's
Shepherds
labeled
I've
here,
seen
but
were
these
what, between like
a quarter tablet
80,
daily for
maybe
Emily.
100 pounds.
120 is usually the max.
Heart medicine AM and PM.
What's up?
And 1 to 2 times
Johnny,
daily
how's it going?
attention, which Karen said she
Oh,
gets
doing
every
good.
week.
Driving.
So
Okay.
She should
Did you-
probably.
did
get
you
the
have a
heart
good
rate
time?
and this
Somebody
the
mute
one right
Lance.
there.
Yeah, it was a
Lance.
great time.
First. Or maybe give her the vomiting first.
Hold on
Who's
a
got
sec.
something on?
There we
I
go.
hear-
Can't do anything. Nobody's co-host.
Sounds like Lance is talking to somebody.
Oh yeah, sound like it. What's up, Justin?
Not much.
What's up, Johnny?
Joe
Johnny
Joe.
Traveler. Johnny Drone Traveler.
Oh shit, I'm
Yeah.
what am I? 566 miles from home. So
Joe was just regaling us with his stories of how you've taught him so much over the years.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, he's been talking about how wonderful a friend you are. You've taught him so much over the years.
No.
Oh, I know that.
How in the last 2 years I've taught him how to fly better.
Oh, did you change out Johnny's sheets on his bed before you left his house earlier?
No, I didn't put everything back. I forgot to turn the coffee pot off though.
Oh man.
It was
No,
kind of rough at nighttime when I walked around there to keep the lights off because they kept looking over thinking somebody was inside.
shit. Yeah, with all the windows in there, you can't hide in there. That's for sure.
Well, Joe, how did your dogs do at Johnny's house?
What?
I didn't
You
bring
better not bring no damn. You better not bring no damn dog in that house.
Oh, dude, they were rolling all up in your bed and everything. He's got pictures.
Yeah. I tell you what, I
Yeah.
did fool with that bamboo printer he has, that piece of trash he got.
Hey, you know that whole box of shit I brought, Joe? I had all kind of shit. I gave the whole box to TJ.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
did. I mean,
that's funny.
TJ would be right in his glory.
oh my God, I'm sure he is.
Him wearing
Yes.
my shirt was the best.
Well,
Oh.
since you were there, Johnny, did you notice that TJ was flirting with somebody's girlfriend?
Flirting with somebody's girlfriend. No, I didn't notice that.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, there goes the stirring the pot again.
Nah, I mean, TJ was like a little ghost. You'd see him, and then you wouldn't see him, and then you see him pop in, and then he'd be gone, you know?
I heard he tried to blow up everybody with that potato gun.
Yeah, I think he only shot him one time, though. He had 10 pounds of potatoes. He had 2 bags of 5-pound potatoes.
Yeah, he
He
said he
brings
had a
that name-
problem.
Oh, he
He
had
said
a problem with
once. Yeah, he had a problem with it where it didn't shoot one time. So they stuck a second potato in there instead of. Now that makes a lot of sense. You got a blockage somewhere, so you just put something else to block it some more.
Well, I mean, it's TJ.
And then they said they tried to shoot it, it didn't go off, and they were letting it sit there. Then all of a sudden it went off. So he had a slow burn. That's what it was.
I heard him. All right, car, you need to get in the left lane or that lane. Let me have one of these, some bitch. Yeah, I heard it go off that one time, but I think that's the only time he shot it.
It might have been the time he blew the end off.
I tell you what, that guy that flies them drones under the water, though, Nick, that son gun is. I tell you what, that is crazy what he does.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
I mean, it is unbelievable.
Did you fly that rocket drone? That what you call it here? Hot
I
rod?
will say this. Now, I think the first time he put it up, it went up and kind of went straight into the trees. Well,
Yeah, I
straight
saw that.
down. But then he got it, and I tell you what, that thing was. Man, he was ripping that thing. It was probably going 200 miles an hour.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
200
he didn't
miles
have
an hour.
GPS on it, so we don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. If you blinked, you missed it.
That's crazy.
So,
Did
We
you
were down-
know,
we-
Johnny, when he was flying it, could he hover it? Would it just stay in place?
I mean, it's hard. It's a lot harder to land than it is to fly, I think, because it's like just landing on a little tube, you know. Basically,
right.
when you land it, it's about a crash landing, like that. You got to change your props and shit, you know.
Well, Rod said that it has the potential of going 200, but he doesn't have an 8S battery. He would have to have that 8S battery.
Oh, he's got 8S.
Did he? Because he said he only
Oh,
flew
yeah.
like a 5 or 6S when he flew it.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he had. I mean, he flew the 8S That
Okay,
drone is 8S. Yeah, I would think that it was 8S. Yeah.
he said yesterday it has a potential, but he said he didn't have an 8S battery with
Do you
him.
think
Pretty
he was
sure that's
just
what he
covering
said.
his ass because of exceeding the speed limit?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, if there's no video, there's nothing to prove anyway.
yeah, there's no, yeah.
You
But no,
can't take
it
video,
was,
you can't see it.
I mean, it was pretty interesting. Well, what it is that it's that Red Bull drone. You can go to that guy that built that thing, and they were chasing them cars and shit. They actually raced a Formula One, I believe it was.
Well, and the
Yeah.
FAA has said that they cannot literally get you for a video if you're not in it because there's no way to prove you took the video. You could just
Absolutely.
you could say you ripped the video off of somebody's channel and just reposted it. They can't
found
prove that.
I mean, I never really fly. I just steal Joe's SD cards out of his drone.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what he does.
No, it was interesting though. But yeah, because we were down at the other end doing a little V-copter video. Marcus and I was doing a little V-copter video while he was trying to fly that thing.
See, everybody that the FAA has actually fined, like that kid in Los Angeles that hit the sheriff's deputy helicopter and all that, all those people that they've actually fined, Mikey and everybody, they were all on the videos. That's how they knew who they were. That's how they were able to get them, because they were actually in the video showing that they were flying it. The one kid that hit the helicopter, he did a drone on the drone, and it got his license plate and everything of his car. He was sitting behind his car.
Yeah, because I mean, having a video is one thing, but having whose actual hands on those sticks, that's a whole nother.
Right.
Johnny, what's your opinion of the V-copter?
Oh, I love my V-copter. I mean, the little mini that's coming out, I mean, it looks pretty interesting. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I saw people already on the forums bitching about the camera and what's it going to be. And I mean, but god darn, it's $199. I mean, what do they want? You know what I mean?
Well, nobody's
So,
really
4K 30.
buying. I don't think anybody's really buying that for the camera quality or anything. They're buying it because it's unique.
Absolutely. That's exactly. And listen, Joe knows. I mean, we've been flying a little bit. We hardly ever hit record. I mean, it's just for fun.
Right.
Talking about the Neo.
Video is bad, and neither are the photos itself. So
You must be talking about the
it is
Neo.
4K. So.
No,
He's not talking about the Neo.
the V-copter, Lance.
Is that the
Lance, what's
V-copter?
up? Lance, I got your shirt right here. Didn't you win a shirt?
All right.
Here it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you,
did.
Johnny.
It was
Look
rigged.
at that.
It was rigged. He put all 50 numbers in.
Well, I think I stopped at 39 actually.
He won that here on the live stream, Bill's live stream.
Lance, you might want to go into your audio settings and turn your mic down a little bit.
Yeah, you're real loud.
Go into the audio settings on Zoom and just turn it down a little bit.
He's not loud as that freaking Captain Joe America's shirt that TJ was wearing. I can tell you that.
That was
TJ put that on, was doing a little pose and shit when I took that picture.
Yeah.
So what is the camera quality on that mini V-copter anyway?
Supposed to be a
4K
4K 30, yeah.
Who cares?
But
That's good
they don't-
enough.
They don't really say about the megapixels of the photo. I mean, I don't know. It's
Yeah, they
probably
did.
the camera. Huh? They did?
12 megapixel. 12 megapixel.
All right, well, that's
not
not
bad.
bad.
That's literally the Mini 2 camera. All those
Yeah.
specs.
It's probably the Hover Pro. It's not the Pro, but the first whatever they got 3 models of that.
Well, the Mini
So-
2 was 4K 30, and I think the camera was 12. So it's
Yeah.
literally the same specs as a Mini 2. That's good enough to take videos and pictures. Like, people can bitch. It's a unique drone. That's the main quality of it.
Well,
Or
I'm
the
gonna
main
fly
drive
that
for
one
it.
basically
Yeah.
just to fly it. If I need to take something out, I
Joe,
can
which
do
one
4K
did
30.
Which one did you get, Joe?
Same one you did. Yeah, I got the one with the fly more in the back.
Yeah, I was. Okay, yeah, but I was looking. Did you ever? I mean, what's a care? Well, it's care refresh, whatever they call their version. What is like a replacement or something?
Well, it didn't tell you. That's why I didn't do it.
Okay, I
You know,
did that part. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna have a warranty on it. That's how I look at it. And then I'm gonna put it on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on Allstate. I mean, State Farm. I'll put it on my State Farm policy. So if something happens to it, I'll get the money back for it at least.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you buy it early, you got this discount on it, and it's now, two things is, well, one thing is I mean, it says June now. That don't mean that didn't, it just says June of 2025, but it could mean June of 2026 also.
Well, the site did make a change because what they did, they said June 2025, and when you first bought it, it didn't have production listed. And since it got up over 100,000, they've changed it to in production.
Yeah.
So they probably needed to have that 100,000 to start it. And it's probably,
Yeah.
they got the prototypes done, so they probably have it ready to go.
Well, I
Oh,
talked to
okay.
Aldrin. Aldrin put up a review. I texted Aldrin, and he told me that it flies pretty good, but he's the version he has is a prototype. So
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Well, most
So-
I asked him
manufacturers,
about the app. Because I don't want to fly with my phone. So I want to
Yeah.
use a tablet. And I got the A7 Galaxy. And the tab tablet. So what I did is I couldn't get it started. I hadn't charged it in so long. Finally I got it working again. It just took a while. And then I tried to put the VCOP, the app on it, and it said the update to the Galaxy Tab wouldn't accept that one because it's an older version. So I reached out to VCopter and asked them, or whatever, Zero Robotics, asked them, I said, are you putting out a different app, or do you have an app for the updated versions and all of this? And I knew they had a download on their site, and I finally found it and downloaded it. Now it's on. It works on that will go on the app. I get the app on that tablet. But then they came back and said, but the VCopter is going to have a different app, or an updated app.
yeah.
The
Well, it's
new
been
one, the
updated.
Mini.
I mean, I just updated the VCOP themselves. They still got support for it and all.
Yeah, so they're gonna either an update to the app, or they're gonna have a different app for the Mini.
Yeah, I would
jump
think
off.
it
I'll catch y'all later.
probably be the
Later,
same
Justin.
app, but
Okay,
just
Justin, take care.
with a menu. I would think it'd be the same app with just a menu.
Yeah, that's
for
what
the
VCOP.
VCOP.
They'll probably just do an update with the Mini
Well,
on it.
I don't know. What I forgot to ask Marcus, like, what does the hover have? Because it's gonna have the same. It would be in that same app with that hover and stuff.
Hover's got a different app. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I looked at that too. It does have a different app for the hover.
Well, that's what I'm
So maybe
saying.
this-
So
This
it
may
might
come
be
out different.
it may be in that menu and not in the menu of the VCopter app.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if you know, the VCopter is spelled V-COPTR. There's no E in it. Now
Right.
it's got copter. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it took them 4 years to learn how to spell copter, or they just did that on purpose.
It might be.
So, but no, the VCopter, we had a lot of fun with it. I mean, we flew it a lot. So
Yeah, I kept seeing it flying around.
I mean, we got I use that phone. I don't even know what that is, an Apple. I think it's an 8 maybe, and I just keep it in that case of that, so when people want to fly, they don't have my phone at all. So
Yeah. But that's what I got it all set up, because I've got that. Remember when I was flying the Air 2S when I first got it, I used that little deal that hooked into the phone. You put the tablet on.
hey Joe, they had a guy, I can't remember his name. He had in the case, he had a Mavic. It was an original Mavic Classic, I guess, Mavic 3 Classic. Seven batteries, the RC Pro. What else? I don't know, a whole bunch of props and all kind of shit. He was. Well, he asked me. He had wrote 2,500 on the case. He was trying to sell it, and he ended up. Mark Fisher bought it for $1,800.
Wow.
The RC Pro has only never been used.
Really?
Yep.
7 batteries, the original Pro, Mavic Pro.
The Mavic 3 Classic.
Oh, Mavic 3 Classic. Okay.
Yeah.
7 batteries.
Yeah, 7 batteries. But some batteries never even only been used. But that's still a
Wow.
good deal, $1,800. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
What's a battery? About 125?
What's that, Joe? I mean, Lance?
Yeah.
I said, what's
Batteries
that,
what?
Lance?
Batteries what? 125?
More than
Shit, I
that.
think they're about like 169 or so.
Okay.
I thought they were higher than that too. Hold on.
They might have been. They at least 159. So
I'll tell you in a second. 'Cause I think they're
Yeah.
higher than that.
it might be 179.
Are you
I'm
by
shocked
yourself,
in a minute.
Johnny, or didn't you go with Scotty? Didn't you pick Scotty up?
Yeah, well, I went to Scott, but Joe, Bob Casey ended up leaving early, so Scotty's got to drop Joe off at the airport.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys didn't go in the same vehicle. You guys kind of.
No. I bring my own vehicle everywhere I go. When I want to go, I'm going or whatever, you know.
Yep.
It's
That's
too
the
much
bachelor
confusion. It's
life.
too many. Yeah, it's too much confusion because like we flew. I think at where did we go to that marina or something, and it was 8 o'clock. But we went earlier. But at 8 o'clock they started talking about breakfast, and at 10:30 they're still talking about breakfast. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hey, I just got my truck and went and ate breakfast. You know what I mean? So,
We know what you mean,
no.
Joe.
No, and Lance does. I mean, what's his name? Rick Williamson. Rick does. Now me and Rick stayed at Scotty's because Rick drove all the way from North Carolina to Texas to give Chris Hope something. And when he got to my house, he was already 2,000 miles.
Wow.
So and then he drove here, was another 800 from my house. Now he left at 3:30 this morning to go back to North Carolina.
Wow.
So
That's kind of out of the way going to Texas. He took a left instead of a right.
yeah, no shit, 1,400 miles. And I don't know. He wanted to surprise. Well, he surprised Chris last Sunday at the boat launch.
Yeah.
What state are you in right now, Johnny?
I am in Florida. I'm fixing to come up. I'm 46 miles from I-10.
Yeah. Make sure you take a left.
Oh, I don't know. It's 10 here. It's 12 where we are. I never did really get that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit 12 until you hit it's only two
Hammond,
places it's only two places in the United States where there are three interstates that correspond over each other. Connect. One of them's in Slidell, Louisiana, one's in Los Angeles, California. Both of them include the I-10, I-12 section.
Yeah, well, 12 and Hammond is 12 and 55. So it made two major intersections wrong.
Yeah, you got two of them, but you got 10, 12, and 59 over here.
Yeah, we're 12, 10, 12, and 55.
It must be
man.
10, 12, and I-5 in California is my guess.
Yeah, that's in California. That's the one.
Because I-5 would be north-south.
Yeah. So it's 159. 159 for the batteries.
Even though I'll still be 500 miles from home, it's like if you hit 10, it's like, oh well, that's kind of familiar, Yeah, I just gotta go up here and take a left and go 501 miles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop at Joe. I'm gonna stop at Buc-ee's in Orange Beach though. Gas up.
How's that new Buc-ee's when you pass in Hancock in Mississippi?
I don't think it's open
close.
yet. Yeah.
I think it's close.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, the one in Orange Beach is easy to get to. I don't know, just because. And I'm
So
like,
how many drones did you get up at one time this year?
we didn't do it. It was too windy. We didn't even think about doing it.
Y'all should have just sent it.
Huh?
Y'all should have just sent them all.
Shoot, I got a nice hyperlapse and stuff with that the bridge lit up and all. If you look at Rick Williams at the beginning of his video, yeah, it looks just like his. Just saying. No, but I know it was windy. It was between 30 and 35, almost 40 miles an hour.
That's when you need the Mavic 3.
Although the address did good, and I mean they all did good, but I don't know. It just wasn't it wasn't a great day to fly there. But we got a lot of flying in Tuesday because we got there Tuesday, so we went to Du Bois Park the next day and had, I don't know, probably had 20 of us over there. And you can fly from the hotel. Then we went over to the house of refuge. And Joe, guess what I did there? I grabbed my case. Well, guess what? I grabbed about a 2 case instead of A3S case.
Yeah, I was watching the videos. I heard you say that.
But anyway, I never did go back there. But then the Causeway Bridge is right there. We went to it just to kind of check the site out again and all.
Rod said if you had the your rocket drone, you'd be home already.
Yeah, that's true.
What was the total count?
DJ.
In the names of list that we pulled for winners, I think we had 108 names. So I don't know. I don't know. Ray puts down people just. I hate to say, he puts people down, but I think total was a little bit less this year. He had a lot of people that I don't know. I know like Bill, the drone reviewer, and his wife didn't come, and Billy and Lon didn't come, and I don't know. It was just, but it was, sometimes, a few people less is not a bad thing, because it's getting pretty big, 100, 150 people. Hot Rod's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hot Rod, I guess he went back last night. I don't even know. Hot Rod, we gave that drone that Joe was building. Joe Folia, Maddie helped on it. It was my drone. I had all the parts, well, I paid for it all, but I gave it to Mr. John Flynn last night, so it was pretty cool. So it was smooth, man. That thing was quiet. And the 04 Pro is so good at night, man. Joe was flying because it got dark on us while they were trying to program it,
Yeah, I saw that video. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Morning,
John
TJ.
he was excited.
And John is kind of new to the FPV. He does a lot of simulation stuff more so than flying, right?
Yeah, he had really never taken one off yet. So, but we had this. I wanted Joe to bind it to his controller and his goggles. So we kind of like told him we needed a set because mine were packed and Joe's battery was down or some shit. So he was like, "Oh, okay, that's good," But and then you got to take the spring and let the spring loosen the tension on the spring. So. But he won't have any trouble flying his, Volta 2 or anything with it. So
Yeah.
if
The
you
happy
have to
dog
go
there.
flying that little 3.5 inch now. You what?
I said it's a happy dog. Paul was playing with Boone, had a rope, and he was pulling it back and forth.
Oh man, these miles not coming off fast enough. Oh,
You got
yeah.
TJ coming in, somebody else coming in.
All right. What is that?
That's TJ coming in and Rod's coming in.
Sound like the doorbell. TJ.
What was I can't.
DJ.
Oh, there it is.
Hey,
There it is.
Hey, DJ, answer a question for me. Everybody's saying that you were flirting with somebody's girlfriend. What was that all about?
No, what it was my my coworker's mom. Like I was walking around and I saw her and she drops her jaw. She's like, "Oh my God, TJ!" I was like, "Oh my God, it's Haley's mom." Like the girl that I work with, her name's Haley, and that was her mom, and she was with Bruce, who lives next to Uncle Ray. Like we're in the same condo complex as he does. And he was there and she was there and she totally like recognized me and she like her jaw just like literally dropped. And then I took a picture and sent it to her daughter and then she called me, and I tried to get her daughter to come down and hang out with us, but she was kind of under the weather. So
TJ,
but I didn't, I didn't know her and Bruce were dating. So
I mean, you could have. Oh, you could have gave my room number. I'm just saying. If she was
I know.
saying,
I know. Yeah.
Hey, Rod, how you doing? Johnny was asking about you though,
Oh.
TJ. He says you were like a ghost. You were there 1 minute, gone the next, gone back and forth. And
yeah, TJ would pop in and out.
And so what happened now?
Johnny says you
I
popped in and out down at the East Coast drone.
South Florida.
Yeah, I shot my potato cannon off a few times.
I heard it go off one time. TJ, did it only go off once? Or?
No, it went off a few times. Well, like the second time, we put a potato in there, but there were some gaps in between, so it wasn't really like in all the way. Like there was some space in between it, and so
Yeah.
we shoved another one in there and sprayed the hairspray inside, and then both of them came out at the same time because when there's like space in between like the tube and the potato, like it won't shoot out because of like the space in between.
It's not
So,
sealed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
It
not.
wasn't
It's
sealed,
not
no?
sealed. It's just like
Yeah.
artillery howitzer.
Yeah.
Rod, what's up, Rod?
Johnny.
Look at all
You
this-
know,
look
I
at
really
all this
wish
stuff I
the
got.
freaking
I got
satellites
a
would have been
bucket,
working
I got
yesterday.
a bucket, and I got all these like all these little Johnny Drone Flyer like little
Oh yeah,
poker chips, and then I got
Captain Joe designed those.
I got these little boats. And then I
Something
The
to
got
play
Florida
with in the
landfill
bathtub,
will love those
DJ.
things.
Hey, Lance, you'd love it yesterday. So I finally got the freaking rocket drone up, and I'm bringing it back to land. And I'm like, hey, where is it? Because you can't see because the thing's pointed straight in the air. And would you believe nobody actually gave me an elevation? They were just like, oh, you're high. Okay, so, meh. Anyways.
Yeah, I heard TJ, Rod, did you know that TJ came back with half the store?
I
Mm.
came back with half of the store.
That thing was moving. That thing was moving, Rod. I know that.
Oh, it was moving, and that was not even hardly hitting the throttle. So I
Man,
couldn't
asking
figure out
you
why
how to
neither
go,
Maddie
Rod.
nor I can get GPS.
I got satellites really quick.
So is that the only way to land that rocket? Is just to like just let it like roll around or whatever? Like just let it come down on its own?
You try to bring it down, but obviously it's not going to be very well balanced, so it's almost always going to fall over. So it's literally try to disarm it like 2 inches off the ground.
Oh.
It broke the base yesterday. I knew
Yeah.
it was going to break the base. That material that it's printed from was they'd sent me some new because I'd ordered some other shells. So I have a red, white, and a blue of this other Pet G apparently that I like. They're nice colors. So I was thinking about putting the red, replacing that red that was on there anyway. So I'm just gonna
You do
order
that.
a couple more. I'm just gonna order a couple more base because I have a feeling I'm gonna probably break another one or two while I learn how to actually fly that thing.
Can you get it like a titanium one so it doesn't break all the
No.
time?
No.
Hmm.
Although I suppose I could ask them if they could print it in carbon fiber. They probably could.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they'd want for it, but
It seemed like it'd be some kind of carbon fiber.
I'm not sure why it's not other than weight.
Cost.
Yeah, well, that too. Anyways, I got next year's frame already lined up. I don't have it in my hands yet, but I should have it in my hands within the next month, for sure.
Yeah, that thing looked pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah, it is, but so that first launch, I ended up putting it in the top of the tree, and that's because I took off in angle mode. And what I figured I'd do is I'd go up, sort of level out, put it in acro mode, and then tip it over. It didn't want to tip over, and so it just kind of slid back down into the top of the tree and through the tree. Busted the prop the first time.
Yeah.
The second time, I got it off the ground, but I launched it in acro mode. It's pretty obvious. It's not meant to go from angle mode to acro mode. You're either flying it or you're not.
Yeah.
Transition is not like a C-22 Osprey. It's not going to change over conveniently. So it's a good thing I didn't fly it before I came down, Johnny. There was a reason I knew there was a reason I didn't want to fly it before I came down, because I had a feeling I'd break something, and I didn't want to break it before everybody had a chance to look at it. It's a unique drone for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is pretty. It's pretty badass
that.
drone, actually. That thing will get up and move.
Like I said, I don't think I overhyped it. I kind of knew nobody would have one, and then the chances that they would have one and it be 8S, because keep in mind that one is 8S. I only flew it on 6S, so it would have been going faster on 8S.
What kind of reaction did you get from everybody?
Everybody was like, "Wow, that thing's fast," and I wasn't
It
even
was-
pushing it, and it was fast.
It was bad. I can tell you that. I know it went from the end of the parking lot to the other end pretty damn quick.
Even my Ada, even the 8S drone that I flew before that one was making it from one end to the other end pretty damn fast. That one did
Yeah.
pick up GPS, but it took a while.
I tell you what, we put that drone ride, that one that Joe put together, and I ended up,
Yeah.
I gave it to John Flynn, but he flew it last night. I tell you what, the 04 at night is pretty damn clear.
Yeah, it's
Don't-
not bad. It's
I
definitely
mean,
not
I
bad.
was surprised because it got dark on us. We were trying to program it and get it ready to go, and then I asked John, so if I could. I said we needed a set of goggles and some sticks. So I wanted to bind it to his,
Mm-hmm.
And but when Joe flew it, I tell you what, it was. Nobody really says a whole lot about that because like an 03, you can't hold it fly an 03 at dusk. I mean, it gets.
Oh yeah, once it starts getting dark, when you fly into shady dark areas, forget it. It's just like black for like 3 seconds.
But that 04 was 04 Pro. I mean, it was. I tell you what, it's pretty damn. It's pretty. Pretty nice.
So the 04 from a camera perspective looks great. The 04 from that stupid ribbon cable for the camera is utter garbage. Utter garbage. I've broken 4 of them. 3 while I was actually building the drone. Just
You talking about
taking
on just
the unit.
the 04 light? The 04 light?
No. Either or. It's the same cable. It's the same stupid cable that goes from the VTX to the camera. And the way they put that together this time is just stupid. And I think I showed this the other day, right? So the wire comes in from the end, where the old version it came in from the center and was kind of more of a triangle kind of thing, so that all the wires essentially got the same amount of stress on them. With this new design,
Okay.
all the stress is on the 4 or 5 pins on the end where the wire comes in. It's just a stupid design.
I don't know, yeah, because Joe, I say Joe didn't have any problem. And I mean, my son-in-law, he actually, Rob, my son-in-law got that Tiny Hawk,
Don't wiggle it
designed
around is all I could say. I've had one
Well,
break.
yeah, well.
I had one break when the drone crashed, and it literally broke one.
Hello, Laura.
The cable broke.
Little Mama Laura's in the chat, says hello to everybody.
Yeah, no, she
I guess
didn't. She
my
said,
answer
Joe and
is-
Johnny, shut up.
Oh,
Go
she-
buy-
Shut on. Ah.
Go buy the run cam. Go buy the run cam cable off of Amazon, or go buy the cable from Rotor Riot.
TJ, are you hungry? I see you're sucking on your fingers.
No, I don't know. I had my big giant bowl of cereal earlier.
Hey, Ron, I'm pulling up at a rest there, and I pulled up next to another Santa Cruz.
Yeah,
That's right.
you know,
I haven't seen-
no doubt. There weren't many around when I bought mine, and
I-
now they're like all over the place.
Shit, they ain't many around now.
They are in our area. There's quite a few of them around.
How you flip the cam?
You just hit the little camera with the little circle in it.
I think he knows that. He's pulling your leg.
No, he shut it off.
Wasn't he going to Bucky's?
Is that a rest area? I don't know if he's stopping now. I don't think it's there.
Rest area.
Well, what's he want to do? Change it around to
North? Is he still coming
format?
north?
Don't you just turn the
Yeah,
camera?
he's still north.
So if he's at the rest area, that means the
He
other
hit the
one
wrong button.
between here and Daytona is the one in Mims, just north of Mims on 95.
Hey, Paul, whatever happened to Jim, man? I tried to reach out to him, and I don't know if his phone turned off, and I tried texting him. His text messages didn't go through.
Don't know.
Huh.
Yeah. Brenda's been trying to text him and get a hold of him, and nobody knows.
Oh.
Because
Huh.
if you call his phone, it goes right to automatic on hold.
Yeah. Yeah. It says,
Didn't
something-
he need
it
an
says something-
operation? Might be in the hospital.
It says something like the person you have called is not answering at this time.
Wonder if Mitch still flies.
Who?
Mitch, old guy, the carnivore
Old
guy now.
Old guy in a drone?
Yeah, old guy in a drone, Mitch. I wonder if he still flies. I know he's doing this carnivore show. That obviously grew his YouTube over his drone.
I know Lloyd was down at the fly-in.
Yeah, I thought about trying to get a hold of him just to go down to fly with him, if he's still flying. I don't know if he's flown since he had his stroke or not.
I think Lloyd's still over at Uncle Bill's. I think.
Oh, he's still there? Okay.
I think he's
so.
leaving. I think he's leaving today or tomorrow.
Man, I forgot
Hey,
they
Paul.
was. I forgot that they was flying at Du Bois Park this morning. I should have called them because I totally forgot. I thought I was opening the store this morning, and then I went to look at my schedule, and it said 6 p.m. instead of 6 a.m. So I don't have to be until 6 p.m. because they're waxing the floors, I guess, tonight.
You
So-
and Maddie have got to come up to Titusville. We need to fly in Titusville.
What's all there to fly?
So that is where that skate park is. And there's also where there's kind of a BMX bike area that used to be 2 baseball diamonds. That's
How
now
far
a
away-
BMX
how-
area. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of RC truck guys that show up that drive their trucks around as
okay.
well. But a big wide open space, one picnic area in the back that generally is never populated, so makes an interesting place to fly through.
How far away is Titusville from us?
So let's see here. So it's an hour south of me, 3.5. So about 2.5 hours from Maddie's. Give or
That's not
take.
too bad.
Hey, Paul, I made those logos for Ed.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've sent him 5 of them. I'm gonna show you the ones I made. So here's 5 of them. Whatever one you like, you get to them. You know. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is one of them, right here. That one.
That's
That
cool.
one.
That's
Then I
cool.
made this one.
I like the first one better.
Yeah, the
Wait
first
till you
one
see
was
him.
pretty neat.
Got that one.
That's not bad.
Got that one.
Still like the first one the best.
And I got that
Yeah,
one.
Still like the first one the best.
yeah, the first
I'll
one
show
was
you.
pretty
But
good.
that's just me.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
one's
good.
nice. That's my favorite one right there.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's not bad.
Yeah, I really like that one, but between that one and that one's my second. But and that one's about a third, but I like that one the most.
Yeah.
This one's probably the least,
Yeah.
but I really like that one.
Yeah,
But
it's
I like
either
the fact,
the first one or the third one.
I like the fact that you have the YouTube up here, like the pilot, and then you have the drone underneath, and it gives you all this stuff. And I like the color coordination on it. But that one's nice. It just makes the drone a lot different.
Yeah. Is that Ed, the one that's in the chat right now?
No,
Or is that
No, that's Ed that usually the last couple of months,
the bearded Ed.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll be
I didn't
honest
wanna-
with you. I like that one.
I didn't want to bring my phone in bathroom. They don't have Zoom on the camera, so.
Are you in Mims, Johnny?
Huh?
Are you down by Mims? Is that the rest area you're at?
I don't know.
Just north of
I just
Titusville?
saw it said rest there, and I don't know what that's at either.
Exit 223. Mile marker 20,
I'm like-
225, 6, somewhere in there.
I am 22 miles from I-10.
Oh, you're north of me then.
I'm on a 75.
Oh, you went through Orlando and then that way.
Yeah,
Got
no,
it.
we don't. Yeah, Jacksonville is way out the way from me.
Yeah.
Whoa. Shit.
Scotty
I'm
took that
following
same
this.
route as I recall, right? Down 75
Yeah, this
from
is
Orlando.
toll roads. Yeah, I got let's see, what am I? 22 miles from I-10. I'm at Lake City.
Oh, yeah. I know where you're at. You're right by the
I'm 1
villages.
mile from Lake City.
Yeah, you're by the villages, or just north of the villages.
Don't stop. Don't stop at the village.
Oh no, I'm way past the village.
You probably
the
already
village
did
is
stop,
like,
Joe.
shit, hour and a half.
That's why you
I
look so
tried to
late
pick up
getting
a
in.
Ridge Widow. I figured they got some Ridge.
Yep, that's why you go to the villages.
But you go down to the villages, you gotta get one of them
Yeah.
riding chairs and ride around for a while with it.
Man, one
Right,
of these weekends, I need to drive north. I've told Rodney and Brad both that I'm gonna come up there some weekend. I'm gonna come up there. It's about 10-hour drive from here,
Oh, where Brad lives?
up by Richmond.
Oh.
Rodney's not far from there. Rodney's about an hour from there too. So
That's a long way.
I told him I'd come up and I don't know, go take Al and go fly or something. There in that one park by the river.
Yeah. Brad was coming back your way. Where was he going? Palm Bay? I think he goes to Palm Bay.
Yeah, that's by Melbourne.
Yeah, then he leaves in the morning for whatever.
Orlando. He's flying out of Orlando.
You could stop
No,
and see
Brad
Dominic in
drive.
Melbourne.
Oh no, he drove, didn't he?
Brad drove, yeah.
That's right. Which means he's gonna drive by my house on the way back.
Yeah, he will. Ken Hallbauer, Ken left at like 3:00 this morning.
Jesus. He got home in time just to start work.
That's what he went for, yeah.
Cause from down there to Ken's is about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, he should have been
That
home.
little
To Ken's place.
that little tent thing he had on his vehicle there was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they ain't got no wind, that's the only negative.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
As
good.
much
It's
drones-
good to have.
As much drone stuff as I'm getting, I need a truck cap for my freaking Santa Cruz so I can pile more junk in the back.
Huh.
Starting to run out of space to carry all the drone stuff.
Sell some drones.
Sean I put out a little video yesterday. He was at one of the camp areas on the way home. And what he did is one he was supposed to stop at, he said he wasn't tired. So he canceled it and went 3 hours north. And he said when he finally got to the point where he needed to stop and found a little camp area, he said he pulled up in there and they were under a tornado warning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was out there. He said he wasn't gonna be able to put up his tent because of the wind blowing, and he was soaking wet because he was out in the rain putting up a tarp so he could cover the car, so he could get out from underneath it and not get wet. And he said he went to the area where he thought he was gonna dry his shirt, and a dryer threw it in there and wound up being a washer and made it wetter than it was.
Oops.
He said so. He started wearing drone shirts that he got down there.
Yep, that's how it works. I might just need to throw Lance along right here. I'm gonna throw Lances to this guy and pass the look.
Yeah. Yeah, Lance is gone. I don't know where he went.
Actually, I think with my rocket drone, I could probably launch it over to you and Johnny there, Joe, from my house.
Yeah.
You just
Problem.
catch it on the other. You catch it on the
Right.
other end. I punch it once, and it'll probably fly all the way there.
You
Just
hit
have
full
like a-
speed on
like
it
a-
when the
like
battery
a-
runs
like a
out. It
big-
keeps coming.
Just have a big drop cord and just like let it go.
Yeah.
TJ, you off today?
No, well, I go in later this evening. I thought I opened up this morning, so I get there, I'm doing my thing, and I counted this. I went in and counted the safe, and then there was a bunch of trash piled up in the stock room, so I went and took that out, and then I looked at my schedule, and I was like, wait a second, let me look at this again, and so I looked and it said 6 p.m. instead of 6 a.m. So I don't have to be in.
Maybe they should do it in 24-hour time so that you realize that.
Yeah.
So TJ, y'all open 24 hours a day?
No, we open at 7 and close at 9. And the pharmacy closes. The pharmacy
Dre.
closes at 7. And then there on Sundays it's closed.
Where's
People
that
come in-
silo that they were diving at? How close is that, or far away is that?
Oh, it's not far. It's not far from the causeway at all. Those silos are pretty cool though. What's up, Dre?
I heard you've been sick.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for 5 days, dude.
Uh-oh.
Last week, they
What?
finally got me. I got a staph infection, but by the time I left with 6 medications for high cholesterol, for high blood pressure, who name it, I got it.
How the
I
heck
thought
did
it
you
was
get
good.
a-
I thought
how
it
did
was
you get a
because you were
staph
sick of
infection?
living in California.
Oh, no. We pay the extra money for the weather.
How the heck did you get a staph infection?
I've been dealing with this thing for about last 10 years, TJ, off and on. I usually get some type of form of staph infection
Oh,
on my
wow.
leg.
Dude,
It's
that
like-
is painful because I've had it once before, dude. That shit hurt to walk, man. It was like I had it on my leg.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was painful.
Yep, I walked into the urgent care on the 28th and I was taken in. They did an emergency surgery to drain the infection. And then after that, it was all about trying to get my blood pressure down. And they did all the
Oh
other
my
blood
God.
tests, all your cholesterol's high and everything else. Like I said, when I left out there on the 1st, I had a bag full of medication.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the one thing with me losing all the weight. Man, my doctor is so happy with my blood work.
Yeah.
He's like, your blood work's better than mine. And I'm like 20 years older than him.
Yeah. So I'm back vertical again. So,
Well,
That's a
glad
good
you're
thing.
back
Good.
feeling
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely glad you're feeling better.
yeah.
Looking
Well,
good, that's for sure. You're looking
Well,
sharp.
Johnny, I was supposed to be on vacation.
Oh, you're supposed to be on vacation?
Yeah, I was supposed to be on vacation. We getting ready to go out of town, and I go to the hospital. As a matter of fact, early in the week, my wife's car had some issues. $6,000 later,
Oh, wow.
and then I got sick. So that's how I spent my vacation. It's money.
That's
about to say-
enough That's enough to make you sick there, $6,000.
Yeah. Yeah. She had a unknown coolant leak, which been happening over time, which we didn't know because on her car, at the bottom of the engine has a catch tray. So we never saw any drippings at
That
all.
sucks.
And so, we
What
didn't know. So
model?
the dripping, it's a 2014 Jaguar XJL. And so the drippings from the reservoir went down the serpentine belt, which wore that out, which means once it jumped the pulley, it messed up the compressor and messed up the power steering pump.
Yeah.
Welcome
but you didn't get-
welcome to an expensive European car.
But your garage stay clean.
No.
Yeah.
I like these Jaguars because they are not normally expensive to maintain. I mean, oil change might cost me right about 190, 200 bucks, which is right along average for any domestic car. So I can't complain about the brakes. Might cost me about $300 to $400. Now, if you talk about rotors, the Jaguars have soft rotors. You'll wear out a pair of rotors if you're not careful.
They all do these days.
Yeah. So that's when it gets expensive. You got to swap out rotors and stuff. You're up around 1,000, but no more brakes.
Changing the brakes basically means changing the rotors.
Yeah.
On the new vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
You said $190 for an oil change?
Yeah.
Mine cost me about $35, and I just got to crawl under it and take it all apart.
Well, Joe, I say bless your heart because I don't fall into nothing unless I can push it off.
Dre, he's not crawling underneath no damn car. Believe you me, he's not crawling underneath no damn car.
I changed my oil.
As I say, Dre,
all I gotta do is slide halfway under, I can reach it.
There's a reason I make good money. And so that I can pay other people to do things that I don't want to do.
I can say, I remember the days when I used to get underneath there and change the oil.
Yeah, me too.
Wouldn't think nothing about it, but like you say, right? You get a little older, you get a little extra couple nickels in your pocket. You say, you know what? I'm getting too old for this crap.
Yeah, exactly. You eventually just go, screw it. I'll pay somebody else to do this.
Dre, I remember those days, and then you dumped the oil in the ditch across the street.
Yeah. Ditching across the street, or if you had an old tree stump, you pour it on the tree stump.
Yeah.
Ant pile. Put on ant pile.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good morning, Dre. This is
when
Lance.
the when the EPA finally got to the Army, and we had to carry these stupid pig pans around to put underneath all the Humvees and everything else.
Yeah, drip pans
to catch the oil.
Yeah, drip pan stuff. That's mandatory now.
Yeah, it is.
That's
if
mandatory.
you get any in the ground, good luck. You're digging up 6 feet by 6 feet to haul it off.
Yeah. So that's how I spent my vacation. But I did see you guys quite a bit there, Johnny. You guys had a good time.
We did. We really did. It was a little windy as far as flying, but it was great. It was great. Great getting together. I mean, I say flying is. But Scotty and I got there Tuesday, so we did a lot of extra flying. But it was good. It was a great time. Matter of fact, they were flying the lighthouse this morning. Tom Dowling and I think Philip Koshat and Cap Ray, Michael Wright. So they all went out there again.
They were all waiting on me yesterday, Dre, because Brad called me going, "Hey, are you still coming?" "Yeah, I'm coming, Brad. I'm getting there. I was a little behind schedule." And it was like 9:30. It was like 9:30, and it's like let's start until 10.
Right, they got hotels, up there. I'm just saying, you don't have to drive 3.5 hours.
Yeah, well, I didn't drive that far, so.
Yeah. Well, look like you guys
Marriott
had
used
a
to
good
own
turnout as usual, Johnny.
We did. I would say it was I think we had 108 names in that bucket.
It was a little less than last year that showed
I would say it was a little less on the whole. But, that's not a bad thing when you're getting up in the numbers that we're talking about now,
Yeah, well, I look at this, when you got this is your 5th year, as long as you keep getting new people, you're growing. For the guys who've been in the past, just like me, I got 6. I didn't, not that I was coming anyway, but things come up for other people and they say, maybe this year I won't go next year. But as long as you're bringing in new people, you're growing.
I think we should go to the other side next year and go to like Naples. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
that's what-
Gulf
that's
side
what,
is like. I don't know if the Gulf side is windy as the East Coast side.
The Gulf side would be probably windier.
Think so?
Yeah, that's what Matty was telling me last night when he called me. He's like, Ray needs to move the meetup somewhere else because it's just too windy on the beach.
Well, I mean, that's what
I don't
Kinda
know.
like-
Lake Okeechobee, somewhere around there would be kind of okay. There'd be lots of like airboat tours and other things.
Yeah, but I think, Ray and them, Johnny probably never imagined it getting as large as this, where you guys may have to consider going to a different venue.
yeah. I would. I mean, I don't know about that. Like, when I mean, when we had a condo at Orange Beach, I mean, look, put it this way, you can fly a kite 12 months a year. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so it's I mean, anything beach oriented coming off the ocean. I mean, you're gonna deal with the wind.
Yeah.
So
Morning, Dre.
Good morning, Lance. You enjoying your time off this week?
I am, well, kind of. I'm dog sitting. I'm dog sitting a blind dog that coughs and pukes and pees all over the place.
Oh,
And how'd you
nice.
get stuck with that?
That's fun. So I'm kind of bound to the house for, I can only leave for about an hour at a time.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm not happy
wow.
about that, but I'm, my good friend, we changed dog sitting. Our dog died about a year and a half ago, so we haven't reciprocated for a while, but that's what friends do.
You got to pay them dues, huh?
Yep. So
Them friendship dues.
Yeah, Johnny, I was telling Maddie for the FPV thing, we need to find a spot that is close to the railroad tracks there. Because I think that's, well, at least that one sign crossing the one track says that the trains could be going 80 mile an hour there. That'd be fun to sort of chase with the
those
drones.
those bright lines, they pass in like 7, 8, 10 seconds. I mean, that's something.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Freightliner,
I could catch him, Johnny. With the new drone, I could catch him and pass him.
Hey, Johnny, I wanted to ask
Yeah,
you.
but you're not supposed to be flying over trains.
I didn't say I'd fly over it.
Hey,
Fly
Johnny,
beside it.
I was going to ask you, was it your daughter or granddaughter that made the poster? I heard.
Yeah, she did. The official poster. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, are you guys selling those or what?
Yeah, I have a few left. I probably got 5 or 6 left.
Oh, okay. What's the going price for those?
It's
$150.
$25. $25 in the tube. And
Johnny,
they
Johnny,
travel.
it's 25 at the meetup. It's 35 now.
Oh
yeah.
no! Now here it is. Look,
That's the Joe cut rate.
Yeah, they came out really good. They on 16 by 20, and they look really good. Be a great addition to an office or something,
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about.
His
I'll
daughter-in-law
get in touch and see
signed
what you
them
got
all.
left, Johnny, and see if I want to pick one up.
Yeah, just message me or whatever. Send me your address. I'll get it in the mail to you.
Right. Okay. Appreciate that.
Brad Austin is calling me, but I'll call him back.
Brad, does Brad ever go home, or he just stay on the road all the
No,
time?
he's going to his aunt's tonight in Palm Bay, and then I think he's gonna leave around 4 in the morning tomorrow morning. So
Now he is the epitome of retirement. He just keeps traveling.
Yeah.
He just keeps visiting all the relatives wherever he goes.
yeah, he does, and he's he went to Vegas twice and recently, and man,
Yeah.
Eventually I'm just gonna buy the RV. That way I can put my drones in there, have everything with me, drive wherever I want, fly, and drive to the next location.
yeah, there you go.
There you go, Dre. That's the poster
Good
right
idea.
here.
Yeah, I saw it on one of the shows you guys did last week or week before, and I
Yeah.
really liked it. I want this. I don't know if you guys were selling them or whatever the case was. So that's why I inquired.
Yeah,
with
16
Johnny.
by 20.
Okay. I think I got it'd be a little. I got a bigger frame. I think I got one like the size.
Yeah,
of
if you
one
put some
behind
mat around it, it'll look good. But
me.
it
Yeah,
looks
put some
good.
mat around it, something like that.
Yeah.
Like I think that's
This
like a 24 by 36 that's
20.
behind my head. that
Yeah,
has
you
that.
get a 34 by 26 and mat it out.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
getting
Joe,
ready to go buy a frame, and I had one sitting back here, and I forgot about it.
Joe,
Mhm.
I'm home now. I'm on 10.
Well,
Well,
you're on 10,
12.
you're on your way. You're in the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
shit, I'm only 496 miles now.
Oh man.
So
All
Johnny,
I
I
gotta
know
do is,
something Joe needs to buy.
what's that?
That way we don't have to. Joe needs to buy one of those 3D scanners so
No,
that he can scan things to create the prints.
no.
Yeah.
Johnny's
He
got the
probably
money. That's why I changed my oil myself, so I have the money to buy crap like that.
Oh,
They
there you
got
go.
that new
Look.
one with the blue laser. It's like $1,700, I think.
Justy.
But you got to put these little
Dusty,
dots
Dusty.
all over to make it work.
So did you drive by yourself, Johnny, this year?
Yeah, I did. Scott, I went, well, from my house, I go to Scott's, but he had to, I usually follow him because Rick Williamson drove out to Texas to give Chris Hope something for North Carolina. So when Rick came by my house, he was already 2,000 miles out. So then we drove to Tallahassee, and then we spent the night. And then from Scott's, it's only about a day and a half for me. But then Scott had to, Bob Casey went home early, so Scott had to drop Joe Fodolio off at the airport. So I took off at 6.
So did you meet him in Tallahassee or at his place in Georgia?
No, in Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Is that where he left his drone?
Who's that?
Gotti.
What
He
you mean?
left the
Left it?
domain. I wonder if it was at the Tallahassee house or at the farmhouse.
Oh, I don't know. Probably in Tallahassee because he came out. No, there. So
Yeah,
I think
Dre,
I'm
he's
gonna
by
have to take a
himself.
trip. I think I'm gonna have to take a trip up there so I can help him fix his domain.
Bob wasn't impacted by the storms, was he? Is that why he left?
yeah,
early?
he got like 16 inches of rain where he was at.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, Dre, Johnny's by himself because I went to ride with made all these plans to go to, and he told me there was no room.
There truly was no room in this sumbitch. I'll tell you what.
Dude, Matty and Kenny were hanging out in his room, and I went over there like a few minutes later, and I walked in. I was like, "Holy shit! It's like the biggest room in the hotel."
Yeah, we had to sleep. Yeah, but when I got there Tuesday, they didn't have my reservation, so we had to go to Jupiter and stay. Then they had this deal. If you tried to check in early, they were charging you $50, even though the room was ready. So everybody was kind of getting pissed. Yeah, it was kind of crappy. I mean, they would. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just corporate. I mean, like Marcus, it was like 3:25, and they said they would do it. And he went up there, and the guy told me he had 5 more minutes. So yeah, that was kind of people getting a little tense there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I can see it. I can see it.
Good price.
Well, they do, but I mean, I can see you walking up at 11 o'clock in the room asking for early check-in. You know what I mean? But if the room is ready at 2 o'clock, I mean, I don't know. Now they didn't give me no trouble because we kind of had a little, man, look at this big solar farm. Holy shit! I need to pull the drone out.
Yeah, pull the drone out.
I see solar panels for acres and acres. Yeah, it's on. I ain't pulling off on side there. That's for sure.
I got a project, so this is the drone that I built for Maddie. I gotta rebuild it to get the vibrations out like I did mine. So
Hey, Johnny, remember when we were at the park?
Hey, Dre.
Who's on? Go ahead, Lance.
Which one? I mean,
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Johnny, remember we were at the park that day with the V-copter? I'm sitting in the chair and I was flying it, and I did the droning with you looking about it.
Yeah.
I put a short out, right? Somebody puts on there and said, "Man, look at this pilot. Never once looked at this drone to see if he was going to hit anything." Like that. I'll type back in there and the reply. I said, "Well, let me tell you something, bitch." I said, "You must be the drone police. You must be the drone police. You didn't see the 400 acres of open land we had behind us. And
Yeah,
the
no lie.
guy got watching the drone next to me. I said, you must be a Newport 107.
Well, gotta
You
go,
must-
guys. One of my crew just got into an accident, so I gotta go do
Ah.
Oh,
investigation.
later, Dre.
All right.
See you,
Hope he's
Dre.
all right.
Later, Jay.
All right. Dre.
Did I miss
Dre
Dre?
left. Where you been?
I
Yeah,
was
Dre
out
was here.
fixing, I was out fixing the fence.
How'd you fix it?
Well,
Duct
I
tape
found,
and a
I
hammer.
found a piece of wood that like this big around, about 10 feet long. You know,
Yeah.
it's like rounded outdoor. And so then I had to cut it to fit it in there, stuck it in there, and then pack some stuff underneath it.
Wait, what happened? You were doing what now?
Boone's
He was
been
blocking
digging
his
in the
fence.
Oh, he's been digging in the yard.
No, underneath the fence, I have a gate on the side of the garage that allows me to take the
Lawnmower.
lawnmower out.
Zero turn.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, Rod, we talked about that 04. I tell you what, the 04, I really, nobody says too much about that camera, but it's pretty damn, like I said, it's good in the dark. I was surprised.
I'm not. It's just no different than the Avata 2. It's the same camera, which is the same one that's on the Mini 4 Pro. It's
Yeah,
that
but
same
Avata
one
2
over 1.3.
No, Avata 2 isn't good in the dark. Not as that.
Vada 2 is crappy in the dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not the same camera.
I muted you, Paul.
Although I will say, I really don't try to fly my FPV stuff at night.
No, I mean, it's not. I mean, we just got caught while we was programming and it got late.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I would.
You had a good reason to do it. You were trying to test it since you were
Yeah, I
giving it away
wouldn't,
the next
I
morning.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, because it's not really something you need to do, fly at night. That's for sure.
Come on.
I don't know. Like I see things like at nighttime. Like I always think about like stopping and pulling off and flying, but I get scared to fly at nighttime sometimes.
Scared of the dark?
Well, FPV is bad enough trying to see things in the daylight, let alone low light, and be
Yeah.
on top of it and try to react. If you
Yeah.
know the area and you float it like a gazillion times and you kind of know where every light pole, tree, and limb is, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
If it's someplace you really have it flown, probably
Yeah,
not
like
the
Joe, I
greatest
mean,
of ideas.
Joe was whipping around that parking lot and he did. I mean, he can fly, but man, they had some people that got out their car. We told them, and I mean, he was a little closer than I don't,
Well, Joe,
you
was
got-
it Joe? Whose door did they whack? Mine or the one next to us? I don't remember.
Who's that?
Joe, when he took off that one time, he had that.
Oh, I
runaway.
think that was
I don't know if it was my door or the one next to me.
No, it
that
was
got hit.
yeah, it was the one next to you, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, this-
Paul Wedgenbiggs.
Yeah, that drone kind of went berserk there for a second or something.
Yeah, it descended.
Oh yeah, the one that Joe was flying.
Yeah,
when he went to take it off,
descends.
Yeah.
I went through Kenny's car. I went in the back and come out the door with the little Neo. Matter of fact,
I need to
had
look and see whether mine was recording or not. I don't think I had it in auto record mode, but I may have turned it back on. I don't remember. I gotta look. But I don't think I actually have the video from the rocket drone.
Oh, really?
East Coast said that TJ sees things in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, he usually sees Casper. Casper's his friend.
TJ is scared of the dark. TJ, we'll get you a little drone doll to walk around with a little.
Yeah.
Just fly the Neo. Joe would.
I want to get that light that Jeremy had on his. That thing looked pretty cool as shit.
That what?
That little light that he had on his Neo, that it's like it's a little attachment to where the it goes in that same place where the battery goes. It's a bright ass LED light.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
Is it underneath or above on top?
underneath.
Yeah, it's underneath.
Okay.
It's
You
like
should
a,
take
it's like
picture
a,
of it.
Here, I'll show you. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
that
see
was
what
the
it
thing
looks
I
like.
didn't really have time to do on those last two, was try to muck around with LEDs. I figured
Yeah,
I'd do
you're
it after
usually
the meetup.
you're pretty, usually you get the LEDs thing going.
Oh yeah. I knew I didn't have time to muck around. So the other part of
Right.
it is these two new drones are 8S, and I'm not sure the LEDs. Although when I look on Dave's
See,
Fly
Lance,
High,
see
it now says
see the light
8S.
underneath it right here.
Yeah.
Let me make it bigger. Hold on. Leave it up there.
But I need to do a test with one of the leftover strips that I have and plug it into an 8S battery and see whether the
So,
Oh man,
fries
that's
or
a
not.
big ass.
how does it
It's a big
fit
ass
on
light.
there? Oh, okay, right
See,
there.
Shit, right.
It just goes like right underneath to where the battery is.
It snaps in, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Can
snaps
you
in
put
there.
could you put a link in the chat?
Yes, the bad
I
news
don't-
is that
don't know.
probably
Just go-
pushes it over
Lance, just
250.
go on
It's
Amazon.
on
and
Amazon.
Just type in LED for DJI Neo. It'll come right up.
Okay. LED.
Like I
for-
said, it probably pushes you over 250. So
Well, TJ doesn't worry about little things like that.
yeah,
Yeah, that-
outside of
yeah.
fixing my drones, my next drone, the next one that I might
You know,
build,
according to TJ, the rules are for everybody else. you know?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I might build another 2.5
I
inch
don't
similar to
abide by the
King's.
rules too well.
No, you don't. There isn't anybody, and nobody that's on here is gonna complain and say, no, you're lying, TJ, because that's true.
I know the rules like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know I'm right, Johnny. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Look, they'll put that right handcuff on you first, and then the left.
So, Joe, are you gonna get that for your Neo?
No.
Well, I see
Joe
you're over there shopping
can't-
for something.
He can't fly out of Neo. He don't know how.
He doesn't. Well, Johnny, I thought you were putting him through Neo 101.
He's taking a correspondence course from
Oh.
Seattle.
Ah,
Funny,
the
Johnny.
Lance Flight School. Oh,
Hey, when
Hey,
you pass it-
Lance, Lance, you want me to let Joe sign this T-shirt before I send it to you?
yes, please.
well, he knows
And-
I
and-
am.
But he's got to fly. He's got to sign it. The best Neo flyer ever.
Oh, you better send it now.
I'll tell you what, the little Neo is pretty damn cool. They can say what they want.
Well,
Joe loves
I'm
it.
a-
He just doesn't.
Yeah, I did-
Joe
I
doesn't
did-
want to admit to it, but he really likes the Neo.
I did
Yeah,
fly
that's-
the flip. The flip flies pretty good. I did get a chance to fly.
Yeah, that flip is pretty neat.
Tom.
That's cool. That's pretty neat.
Yeah,
So
all I
Johnny,
want to say
can the
though,
Neo keep up with my rocket drone? You think?
Neil, when he just will whimper in the corner. So I'll admit something. Yesterday, Paul went out with his flip and flew a ship.
Yeah.
And came back bitching about how slow it was and everything. I said, well, have you changed your gain and expo settings? He says, what's that? So we got him in the gain and expo last night. He had sport at 25 miles an hour. So we moved it up to 37. So you should have no problem there. We moved them around. And I was
Yeah.
doing it with the Neo and realized that my Neo wasn't even set. I hadn't done it. And I've been bitching about how slow it is. So I changed all my settings to higher the way I usually do.
Did you
So
fly?
now it may fly different. No, I haven't flown it yet. So it may fly different now. So I
You
may
know
be a
what's-
little happy with it.
It's gonna fly at a tilted angle faster. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it'll do.
No,
Now my question is this. when you put this deal on the bottom, does it put it over 249 grams?
Yes.
So then have to be registered.
No,
Why not?
because I said so.
If you have a problem with it, Joe, tell him to call Johnny.
You know what? The guy, I mean, I hate to say this, nobody's going to ever weigh a freaking drone.
No, that's right.
So,
It says
I'm
only
a-
21 grams.
yeah, how much does a Neo weigh? 239.
It's 260.
Yeah. Well,
Then
is
you
it
got
229 or two? Yeah, I think it's 229. No, 239.
I'm gonna find out.
Well, or does it might say, well, it's posted on the damn drone, I think.
Really?
So that 2.5 inch I built Ken with the battery, and I think that was the 850. It was 151 grams with the battery.
No, it's not on the drone.
Not
Sure.
under the battery or anything?
Might be.
I thought it was on a wing. I thought it was on a prop or something.
No.
What are you looking for?
I
got
think
booted
that's on the
on
Mini.
The weight,
Oh, yeah,
actual
okay.
weight of the
Maybe
Neo.
I know one of them's
The
got
Mini
a blast.
says like 249 gram or something
Right,
like that
right.
on the arm or body something.
Hey, Rob, my son-in-law was able to. He's got we had the little tiny hawk. You know, we had the little tiny hawk that you flew analog.
Yeah.
He designed a 04 mount for it, and he's got a little battery thing, and he's got it all wired up and gonna
Good.
program it, and we fly it tomorrow.
1S or 2S?
I think it's gonna be a 2S.
Yeah, 1S you got to use a step up converter to have enough power for the air unit.
Yeah, no, I think it's 2S.
It's basically designed 2S to 4S on the
Yeah.
04 Lite is the voltage.
It might.
with it.
Well, matter of fact, it might just be a 4S. I'm not sure because it should. We got 4S's, you know. We got
Hell.
1 and 2.
You guess what they say the weight of the Neo is? It says takeoff weight.
100
That's it, right?
Takeoff?
something.
Would that be right?
Like how much?
It says takeoff weight. That would be the weight of it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I find with weight, 135 grams. I thought it was
Oh,
that.
you can
No, it's
That's scale.
135.
strap it straight. Strap it straight. And shit. It's light. It's very light. I know that. I mean, when your drone moves by the air conditioned duct in your house, you notice some bitch is light.
Best drone ever.
Ah,
Heck, that might-
You know, Lance, it really ain't the drone. It could be the drone pilot.
That's what I
you know?
think it
I'm
is.
just saying.
Might
No,
run inside
it's the
this
pilot of the pole. That pilot of the pole did a great job of jumping up there and getting in Joe's way.
The invisible pole. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Joe, is the tugboat app working again?
no.
I
Says
saw my
131
brother-in-law
grams
post
when I
on-
weigh it.
All right, so yeah, how much did that little light weigh? 20 something?
21.
Oh, well, you be all right then. You can put
More
two
than
of them.
that.
You can put one on the top and the bottom.
131 grams.
You know, he was
You tell-
live streaming. Jeremy was live streaming from that Neo the whole time.
Yeah, I saw that. So even with the light, it's under 250. 249.
Shit, it's under 175.
Yeah. It flies like a piece of crap.
135 grams is what AZ is saying.
131. I just weighed it. It's 133.5 if you leave the gimbal guard on it.
So you could buy that little landing light thing then for it.
No, I can't.
The battery in it, Joe.
Yeah, everything.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I said. I went and grabbed the scale. the scale I weigh food with. Okay.
Hey, AZ wants to know if you're almost home, Johnny.
Yeah, he's on.
423 miles.
So,
I'm about
5 hours.
I'm about 60 miles from Scott's house. So
Now, are you planning on stopping at Scott's house?
No.
no, he's gone. Scott's behind me 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing it, Joe, for $16.99. Is that what you're seeing it for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buying one?
You know, my daughter told me this. She said, put it in your cart and leave it there a couple days. Sometimes the price goes down. So
That's the price going down right now because it's what you call it. It's got a coupon.
yeah, two of them have coupons in it, but they're $19.99. So they're probably 16 after that. And then the third one is
Just keep in mind,
$16.99.
all of this stuff is likely to go up because of the tariffs.
Yep.
Whatever's
Yeah, you
inside
gotta
the
buy it-
country
you
is
gotta buy it
getting
now
the
with the
tariff, but
tariff
pretty
going
soon
on.
it's all going to be covered under the tariff.
All of that stuff's in the U.S., so it ain't gonna go up.
So
So it's pretty bright, huh, TJ?
yeah, it's pretty bright. Yeah.
Oh, TJ, you got it already?
No, I just seen it. I just seen the one that Jeremy had.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting it. I'd like to get it.
Now, does it flash, TJ, or does it just come on solid?
No, it's just solid. I think you can make it flash. I think it's really,
No, you can make it flash. They had all kind of settings on it.
Wow.
Or at
Hey,
least the
Paul,
one he
don't
had.
buy it. You don't have a Neo.
I wonder if Skyfly has these, or Sky, what's his name or her name?
anyways,
Joel
I
from
gotta run,
Skyfly?
guys.
No,
Yeah.
no. The Sky, whatever her name is.
Oh,
Joel?
Sky Lee. Sky.
Skyly, yeah.
Start
That's
RC.
kinda late.
I wonder if RC sells them.
Probably not. I mean, you ain't gonna get it. Well, unless he had it, you know.
Yeah.
I got to walk again. I'm pulling in. 3 hour parking.
Damn it.
Oh,
Would you need to take a break?
I am. I'm getting out and walk a second.
Yeah, driving kind of makes you get cramped up a little bit. This thing's cool. I like this thing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Got about 60 minutes usage time, and it takes about 40 minutes to charge up.
Yeah, it doesn't take long at all. So
Still talking about the light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Did
you
you-
should get that thing for that light
Did
for the Neo.
you order it, Lance?
I might order it.
It's only like $20, right?
$16.99.
Yeah.
Joe, you need a couple of those for each one of your Neos.
Nope.
Have you noticed that he doesn't even like to use the word Neo?
You know, that was the character, that was what's his name in the Matrix, Neo.
Yep.
Johnny, are you still on?
No, I think he left.
He went walking.
He went walking, yeah. John's live.
Yeah, I got a
Minus-
bunch of different
minus
prices on
storms
the
in
thing.
Tallahassee right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope, what was it, like tornadoes or something?
Yeah, they've been having all kinds of bad weather down there. Joe,
Oh,
Joe,
wow.
how's the weather been there?
We've been bad. We get a big sunshine this evening finally. Hey, Lance, they got one of them that says you pay $15.99.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's when you look at the thing, it says one of them says $19.99, one says $15.99.
Start RC does have it.
They do have it,
Yep,
so you get stuff from them.
I do.
You need to ask. You
I'm,
tell
I
Johnny to
just
get
sent,
one.
I just sent Sky Lee a message and I haven't heard from Sky Lee in probably 3 months, so I don't know if I pissed her off or what. Just sent her a message, and I don't know if it's really a her. I question that. So you saw it for 15, huh?
Yeah,
I'm
they
seeing
got.
it
If
for
you look at
12.
them, the first one is. Let me find it again.
Go Amazon.
If you look at Amazon, it says when you pull it up, the first one says $19.99, and you pay with coupon $16.99. The next one says $19.99, and you pay $15.99 with coupon.
Does that include shipping?
Yeah, that's Prime.
Oh,
Let's see. The first one is 1919. I'm looking here.
Just look at the little green thing.
Okay. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Look at my coaster I got too.
oh yeah, there you go.
And then Jeremy made a bunch of these little poker chip things. They each have our logo on it.
Well, that's what they said that TJ walked out with everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I got some stickers. I still got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of stickers from Chuck Kovac and a bunch of coasters. They sent me when I won the backpack. Let's see. I got a sticker from Joel. There's my poker chip. And then got one from Jeremy.
Well, TJ, I got a question for you. How often do you play poker?
Well,
ain't real
just,
poker chip.
I don't play it all, but they're cool little things. I got one from flying. I got like everybody's. I got one from Dan. I got one from Beauchart.
Well, who do you make them for? I know they made a bunch of them.
Yeah, he just made them for everybody.
Did Johnny do anything with all the little ducks he made?
Yeah, he put them all over the place.
Yeah, I got them all over.
He was walking
Warren!
around yesterday just throwing them everywhere. Hey, Warren, what's up?
Warren said he went to Studio E again. Yeah, but these are pretty cool little poker chips, anyways.
Now I'm thinking that adding extra weight to the deal might make it fly better too, more stable.
Yeah. Stabilize it.
Just put a
Well,
rock
going
on top.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just gluing something on it. I could always put that light on the bottom and then put a finger on the top. A duck with a finger on the top. I am not looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a pain
Well,
in
what's
the ass
happening
day.
tomorrow?
I got to pick up my daughter at 7 in the morning. I got a doctor's appointment at 8:15. Got to pick up my daughter when she gets off at 12, and I got to be at a meeting at 6:30.
Wow.
Oh
night.
goodness, you got a lot of shit going on tomorrow.
Well, that's like
Sucks
tonight.
to
I got to
be
be at
you.
the meeting at 6:30. It's Mandeville's having the parents meetings tonight, so I like to make an appearance because I make an appearance and it gets me back involved with them to know what they're doing for the summer, and I get their calendars with everything on it, and that they start and then they start asking me, when can we pay you for next year?
Hmm.
You know, so I get my brand back out there.
Yeah.
So I'll be out there. I'll be in to see them for a little while. Then I'll be going there. I'll donate an hour and a half of my time 2 nights.
Where was Justin at this morning? Oh, he was probably working. Dealing
No,
with the
he's taking his break this time.
kids.
He comes home, gets his little business done and everything, and then he goes, takes a nap, and then he goes back to work.
You know, I think you're right, Joe. I think that would help with stability.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
And not only that, it might solve your shadow issues if you turned it on in the daytime, even, right?
You never thought about that inside the house, huh?
Huh? You're welcome.
I never thought about that.
Uh,
Well, I'm
Best
telling you
drone
what.
ever.
yeah, Jeremy said that little light's pretty cool, and when you fly it around in the house at nighttime.
Skyly usually gets right back to me. I think she might be pissed off at me.
Oh, are you talking about the poker chips, Dusty?
I never thought about that. You turn it on in here and it's got the lights. It should be able to see everything, so it might work. Actually, it might not, still might not. Yeah, it's gonna work off the bottom sensors. Don't block the bottom sensors, though.
No, no.
I wouldn't think it would block them because they need to be used.
No, it's not even close to the bottom sensors.
Well, for $20, one of you guys should at least get one and check it out.
$16.99.
$15.99.
DM me that $15.99. I don't see it.
It's right. If you look at $16.99 and then green will say you pay $16.99. Use one right next to it that says you pay $15.99.
Yeah, I'm not on the same site as you then.
Screen share it, Joe.
Hold on, let me go back.
When are they in stock and are they in the USA?
Well, it says delivery by, one says delivery tomorrow, one says delivery on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Which for me
See-
means delivery in 1 hour or delivery in 3 hours.
Yeah, you see this one right here? This one, the first one says delivery tomorrow, and it's got a coupon. This one here next to it says $15.99. Right
It
there.
says no, it doesn't. It says 19.
Hey, when there's things
19,
in
but
green, when there's things in green like that, does that mean what is that? Like you like?
Means it's coupon.
means
Oh,
they
with
got a
the coupon,
coupon. You press
okay.
the button and you get $4 off.
Oh,
See, the next
okay.
one over here says with coupon $16.99. With coupon $16.99. With coupon $16.99. But that one's $15.99. You
Yeah.
just gotta wait an extra day. Let me see if I can get the links are too big. That's the problem.
Well, you can send it to me in Facebook.
Yeah, I could do that. I didn't think about that. I thought about it before I finished saying that. Let me see.
Again, you're welcome.
You're making me want to reach, you know. You're almost making me want to get up and get another one.
This is a funny video right here with Joe and Johnny. When Joe was playing his FPV and Johnny had the controller and he was moving it all around.
I just got a message from Joe.
Oh, whoa! Have you ever noticed that TJ's got crocodile jaws? Oh, oh.
That's funny. That's pretty good. So you don't know what happened to old Jim, eh?
Nope. Nope. Nobody seems to know.
Interesting. Yeah, because when I tried to text him, his thing's not going through or whatever.
Yep. Same with everybody. Nobody's heard from him.
From who?
Joe.
Jim?
Jim.
No, not Joe. Jim.
Jim.
Who's Jim? I'm sorry.
You know Jim, the one that's in the chat a lot.
Not. There's several
Ed.
Jims that come in, but he's all by himself. Just Jim.
Now, Jim, didn't he break a hip and hurt his leg too?
Yep. Yeah. He's
He's
the one.
he's probably in the hospital.
He was the one that was a mechanic.
Yeah, he's probably in the hospital. That's probably what it is.
Could be.
He might have had a hip replacement, you know?
Could be. Because he was, in this last few weeks, he's been in terrible pain.
Yeah, the way it fits right over the back, and then it fits right up to the front over the legs. So the sensors, that whole area is still open. But if you add that weight, you're going to add more bottom weight on it. It's going to centralize it better. It may stabilize it, where it's going to be a little bit heavier. And then it may, like Lance said, it may throw enough light that it sees stuff and it won't be as awkward inside.
Yeah.
And that
So
might be,
when are you getting yours? Wednesday?
no. I'm going to have Johnny get a hold of Start RC and get me one for free. What you talking about?
Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to call it.
All righty.
TJ, you go in at 4 today?
No, I'm going at 6.
6.
Yeah.
Well, you got plenty of time to take a big nappy.
Yeah. I took a little nap. I'll probably take another one here in a little bit.
Hey, Paul, did that fence thing work? Do you know?
I think so, but we'll see. Oh, which one? The one I put up on the short?
No, the board, the one you just did today.
I got it in there and I got it shut. What I need to do is go to the hardware store and get a couple of long lag bolts to go down into the other, to make it secure it so it doesn't move. But I don't think it's going to move. It's a heavy board about like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
You need to find a way to put it in, like tie it into the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way he can't move it around.
Right.
If he can't see under it, he probably won't try to dig under it.
When did he start digging underneath the fence?
Well, he's been a little bugger all along.
When he realized the squirrels are coming from underneath the fence, he's saying, "I'm gonna wait here and get one." He's smart.
Little too
Worst
smart.
drone ever.
Best drone ever? Is that what you said?
Is it worst?
Best drone.
You like my case, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool case.
He made
3D print.
that. He made that for the best drone ever.
Whatever.
Okay, guys, we'll see you again later today.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Okay, guys.
Bye
Bye.
for now.
Later.